Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 84 of Ask Vidas and Usha podcast. Today's question was sent by Dan, and he writes, Vidas, I have been purchasing materials from you. I have about 3-4 years of experience on the organ. I am using your resource for 8 preludes and fugues from the collection of 8 little preludes and fugues. I am only starting the 8 Preludes and Fugues series and have not mastered them. I also purchased BWV 565. That's Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Bach. I am trying to learn 8 Preludes and Fugues and Toccata in D minor all at the same time, taking bite sizes out of each one. Is BWV 565 too advanced for my level? And should I wait on this until after 8 Preludes and Fugues? Thanks, Vidas. Good question, right? About the ordering of your study when you master pieces by Bach, especially not based on chorale melodies. Free pieces like Preludes and Fugues, Toccatas, Fantasias, Passacalias, Chaconas, things like that. Do you think, Osha, that at the end of the 8th Prelude and Fugue, which is B flat major, right?
Yes.
Imagine that Dan is already mastered 8. Will he have sufficient experience to tackle long toccata and fugue in D minor?
I don't think so. I think he has to learn something ever fast before moving to the minor toccata.
Because the fugue is especially complex and
Yes.
virtuosic.
Yes.
Toccata might
Yes, toccata
work.
might work, yes,
It's
but
just
not fugue.
3 pages. But then maybe more shorter fugues
That's true.
like BWV 578, which is G minor fugue, or preludes and fugues, which are shorter in E minor 533,
That's a good choice, yes.
or G minor also prelude and fugue, which I don't know if we have fingering or and pedaling created yet.
I don't think so.
Probably not yet. But in general, shorter preludes and fugues, you see, you have to understand that 8 little preludes and fugues each probably last not more than, let's say, 3 minutes.
Somewhere, yes, like
And
that.
toccata and fugue in D minor lasts what, 10 minutes?
I think a little bit more, maybe 12.
Maybe, depending on who is playing and where are you playing
Yes,
it.
that's true.
So you have something in between, then maybe 5-minute piece, maybe 7-minute piece, a little bit longer. Even Pièce d'Orgue by Bach 572 is easier than toccata and fugue in D minor probably, because
Yes,
it doesn't have that many virtuoso pedal passages,
that's true.
even though the middle section has 5 voices.
Yes.
So guys, please learn more shorter pieces by Bach. Osha, would you think that chorale preludes also facilitate the learning process too?
Of course, if you would, for example, play Orgelbuchlein,
Mm-hmm.
you would learn all kinds of, Baroque passages and figures. It would be a great help for you then later on playing large pieces.
You have to remember that Bach created this entire collection, which is, by the way, not finished. He planned to finish 143 chorales, I think, but finished only 45 or 46. Basically, with the intent of covering entire range of techniques, right?
Yes.
And you can discover the same techniques in free pieces, in Preludes and Fugues
That's
as
true.
well. So if you like Bach's music, don't neglect shorter choral preludes from the Orgelbüchlein collection as well. And there are longer of them, right? Like from grade 18 chorals,
Yes,
Schubler chorals, uh, also. They all work towards the perfection of your organ technique, probably. It's a mix. You have to understand that your organ repertoire has to be quite varied, right?
that's true.
Do you think, Osha, that people should also practice romantic music with legato technique?
Yes, of course.
Why?
Well, otherwise, I mean, you don't want to play only one composer, unless you are obsessed with it. I don't know, but in general, we want to present various music, from different
Yeah.
times.
And of course, you go to different instruments, and
Definitely.
one instrument would be more suited for Baroque music, and another more for symphonic music and for romantic music, maybe. And the third instrument might be quite eclectic and suitable for any kind of music, rather well. Right? So it's like food, probably. We don't eat just one sort of meals every day for months. That would not be healthy, probably. Also,
Yes,
we have a variety of meals throughout the day, and we mix them up during the week. And in general, that's quite a healthy approach, I would say.
I think so, yes.
And then some people have to take vitamins and supplements. In
Mm.
organ terms, would be what? Exercises,
Yes, that's
probably.
true.
Exercises and scales and arpeggios with your hands and feet.
And usually when you receive like basic training in organ performance, you play various music. You must do that, your program requires that. That you would play everything from like late Renaissance to, 21st century. But, later on when you graduate, then you will play what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And most of us, focuses more on like, let's say, Baroque music or romantic music or modern music. But still we have to play various music.
Exactly. For Dan and others who probably are studying for their own enjoyment only and don't normally play, for example, in public very often, in church services, maybe can we suggest, Osha, arranging a few possibilities to perform those pieces in public setting as well? Would
Yes,
that be
sure.
beneficial?
Yes, that would be very beneficial.
Like Dan says, he's starting with 8 preludes and fugues, and once he has a couple of them mastered, or even one, maybe he can go to a church in his town, get to know the organist, introduce himself, and ask to play on that organ, maybe not in public first, but just play it through to get familiar. And if the organist would approve of that, maybe in a couple of weeks he could play that prelude and fugue
Yes,
as a postlude or prelude.
definitely. Yes.
That would be a great public playing experience, which would probably enable Dan to go to the next level quite faster, much faster than playing just on his own.
That's true.
Okay, guys, please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow as an organist, and you can do that by replying to any of our messages that you are getting as a subscriber to our blog at organduo.lt. Wonderful. This was Vidas.
And Usha,
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.